We're Bash Bros Movies, and today we are reviewing Kong Skull Island, which we saw a few days ago. We weren't expecting much from this movie, I guess. I know I didn't have any expectations going in. I didn't know what I was gonna see.
Here's the thing: for a while, I actually have been going to the movies and not really caring about what the movie is about. I pick them. I know what I want to see. I know what I don't want to see.
Yeah.
I don't watch trailers because why would I watch a trailer? If I'm gonna go see a movie, I don't need the trailer to convince me. If I'm not gonna go see the movie, I don't need to see the trailer because I'm not gonna go see the movie.
We rarely have regrets about the movies we saw. So
yeah,
even when we pay for a movie, like we may be, and I don't know, I've been disappointed a few times, not too much, but you know what, it was my money and I decided to give it away, and who cares. But for Kong Skull Island, there were pretty much is like, we knew it was a monster movie, we knew it was a reboot, we knew it was going to be connected to Godzilla, to Mummy coming out later this year, and the rest of the movies connected. So this is going to be a monster cinematic universe. So going in, I was hoping it would be different from the previous Kong movies, which I haven't seen all of them. I've seen the original or the remake.
Kong movies.
Yeah, I've seen the original or the remake of the original or both, and I didn't like those one bit. Like, they were boring, dull, and one thing that annoyed me about those movies was Kong was always brought into the city, and that's something I can live with, but he always wanted to be with the blonde, with the woman. He would always run on the top of whatever building was the highest at the time in New York, whether it's Chrysler building or the Empire building or whatever, and he would climb with her on top, and he would just stand there and
so back to the topic at hand. Kong Skull Island, not previous Kong movies, but Kong Skull Island. That's what we're reviewing. You like it?
I loved it. This movie, it was like watching Michael Bay / Guy Ritchie / Matthew Vaughn movie. And
with enough explosion to justify everything he just said.
And surprisingly...
But if Michael Bay made it, I think people would be really... I mean, not that they liked the movie to begin with, but...
I think the expectations for this movie were already high enough. But the cast, the director, who is an indie director, he didn't do any big budget, big blockbuster movies until now, and he did an amazing job.
Oh no, he did a great job.
So when I saw they released the posters for the movies, which resembled 70s kind of vibe, and surprisingly, I was surprised the movie was set in the 70s because none of the trailers actually shows you that the movie is set in the 70s, especially after seeing Godzilla, which is set in modern times, like right now.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit surprising, but they did a great job of putting you at the end of the Vietnam War and just telling you the story, telling you each of the characters' stories.
From what I picked up, there's two gripes people had with the movie. One is the characters are too meh, which I really don't agree with, because basically the movie starts off and it gives you introduction and into every character. So every character that shows up, of the 6-7 main characters that are there, everybody gets an intro, everybody gets a story. You get to meet every single one of them. You get to figure out why they're doing what they're doing, and so I don't think they're...
Listen, people may not like the characters, but they're
very well done.
And the characters that are actors that are portraying them do a really good job, and it doesn't hurt the movie that they're such big star actors, like big name actors like John Goodman, Samuel L. Jackson, Brie Larson,
Tom Hiddleston,
John C. Reilly,
who was, for no other reason, go watch John Reilly.
I still haven't seen Kong Skull Island, like Avengers kind of meme, which, like, most of the Avengers crew is in this movie, so I was kind of surprised nobody took it upon themselves to make the
second gripe is that it's not gonna justify its big budget.
Unfortunately.
And basically going into it, you have the movie's budgeted, production budget is set at like 180 million or something. The marketing budget is another 130. So going into it, you have over 300 million just in the budget. They want to bring it back. They had a great opening week, 60 something million.
Which was expected and projected for, but to me, I think the movie will make most of its money, just like Transformers, just like Godzilla. It'll make
it's an action flick.
Monster action flick, and just like the Warcraft, it will make its money
it's gonna do great.
It's not gonna, because we compared it to Godzilla.
And one thing it does have,
so it's very similar.
People seem to like monsters, so you put monsters in a movie, and you'll pique their interest.
And the thing I had a gripe with Godzilla that was completely that wasn't here was Kong is in the movie from the very start. So this is good. This is a non-spoiler review, but I'm not giving you anything away because you'll see it happening, and they don't.
The stories. I don't know who wrote it.
They don't tease him. They don't.
Oh
tease
no,
him.
He's full on.
Like Godzilla,
he's part of the movie.
Yeah, he's
there from beginning. For the very beginning. He's basically he's as much a part of the movie as any of the human actors, human characters, and the way that those two intertwine. And even play off of each other. It's something that's the visual effects
are amazing, top notch. ILM did work on this movie, so Skywalker Studios did more from you have to stay through the credits. There is a post-credit scene you have to see. But this is not going to be spoilery, so we're doing. We're
not spoiling anything. We're not telling anything.
If you've seen it, the trailers, you know what we're talking about. If anything,
we didn't reveal anything.
But the movie is like visually, it was amazing. One of the actors, Toby Kebbell, which we failed to mention before, he did work in Warcraft and in Ben-Hur, but he also did work in the New Apes movies. He played the Koba in the first and the second movie, in Dawn and The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And he did some of the work, some of the motion capture he did for Kong too, which is one of the details that I was able to catch in the post-credit scenes. So, in the post-credits, in the credits, not post-credit scene, not in the credits. So that was, because what happens to that character, I didn't like what they did with the character, so I was glad that he at least did something. And from few of the people, it's like,
and one thing they didn't manage to do as well is they actually took a whole bunch of characters, they put them in a movie, and they actually gave everybody equal screen time.
It's kind of like watching first Avengers movie.
Except Hawkeye isn't left behind. Basically, everybody, you get introduced to every character. You get every character's background story as relevant to the movie. So you don't see about how they raise up.
This movie isn't perfect. There are cliches. There are like Samuel L. Jackson's character. Like he couldn't be more cliche, but
he fits into the movie.
He fits into it, and
he's perfect for the movie. His character, the way he acts, fits perfectly into the movie.
There's a lot of Easter eggs for previous Kong movies, for previous Samuel L. Jackson movies. There is very little to complain about in this movie, even if we were
we love it.
That kind of reviewers, but we're not that kind of reviewers. So sometimes we'll tell you, sometimes we won't. But this is a fun action monster movie that you will enjoy.
It goes over the top, like it's that good. If you're not picky about it. So if you're trying to find faults, you're gonna find faults, and it's gonna take away for the movie, from the viewing experience.
Usually,
one thing that I want to mention, was still on the characters. John C. Reilly just blew everybody's lids off as far as comic relief goes in the movie.
Also, Cole. Cole is one of those characters that is like minor character, but what he did, he reminded me like
how he did it.
And it's like
there's no small parts in this one. Everybody who's on screen gets screen time.
Even Tian Jing, the Chinese actor, she was in Great Wall. She had a few scenes here. She's like minor character in my opinion. Like she and the black dude who are seismographs. or measuring seismographic activity on the Sky Island,
They're geologists,
they're like the least amount of.
But they still get
anybody else's
enough
stuff.
later in the movie. They get enough screen time to. Everybody who's there, they find a good reason for them to be there, and they give them screen time to say, okay.
I can't wait to see how Kong Skull Island movie ties into the rest of the cinematic universe that's gonna be tied to these to Mummy.
Because we're getting the Mummy, we're getting the second Godzilla movie, and then we're getting Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, I don't know when that's gonna be, and
18 or 19.
Because the question is where are these movies gonna be set? What time period? Because Godzilla was set in 2014 when it came out.
Yeah,
Kong Skull Island was set in 1973.
But the way they set up Kong, they can put him anywhere.
Exactly, and I'm thinking
Mummy looks today's.
I think Kong versus Godzilla is gonna be somewhere in the 80s or 90s maybe.
Well, we still have to see what they do with the second
Because
Godzilla movie that is happening. We have to
Because
see
they
what they
tease
do with
other
the Mummy.
monsters. If you watched previous Kong and Godzilla movies, you know what they're teasing. I haven't seen Godzilla movies. I've seen 2 of the King Kong movies. So all these other monsters.
98.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fish.
Yeah. Other than that, like I said, I'm talking about Japanese Godzilla movies.
Oh, they did a lot of them.
Which I've watched many behind the scenes and how it was made, and those were some amazing movies. Those actors that portrayed Godzilla in those movies went through some tough stuff. And
You want to rate it?
I'm giving it 25 out of 30. I'm even thinking going higher, but I can. There is, like I said, Samuel L. Jackson's character is just one of those, like, did we really have to have somebody like that? And
But I like how it turned out.
I definitely, but I'm not going.
Having Samuel play their role.
And the music,
music.
the visual effects, the shots, literally, like, the director did a great job. So I'm hoping they give him more work and that he gets more work. I'm sure this dude's
based on what he did with Kong,
he's.
There should be stuff happening for him.
That whole entrance on the island scene was the best part of the movie, in my opinion. So the music, the shots,
one of the best. I can't really say the best, but the scene visually, it's
amazing. And it was shot on Hawaii, so there was because there's a few things that might seem familiar to people living on Hawaii or who have been to Hawaii or watched one of the Hawaii shows or movies that were shot on Hawaii. So that was cool too. So 25 out of 30 for me. I think that since we started doing this, that is pretty high. So right there with the Rogue One range.
I can't go quite
wise.
25, but I'm there. I'm 23.
23? 3 out of 30. Okay. 24, yeah. Because the rewatchability on this factor justifies any rating.
Here's the thing, for most people he's gonna be classified as a dumb action movie. Unfortunately. But this is one of those that you can rewatch. I don't think it loses anything second time around or even third time around.
Because visually it's made so well, and it's set in the 70s and makes it watchable any time of day. Like because trailers don't give it away, like this movie is set in the 70s.
But here's the thing, you're looking at a 2-hour movie that could easily been longer. They could have prolonged it, but they didn't. And 2 hours for this movie does not seem long.
No.
Had it been shorter, you'd left and be like, there was something missing.
Yeah.
But they did it in 2 hours and it's all there.
And the monster battles just themselves are spectacular.
They're worth just
and I was glad that there was no Kong falling in love with the blonde woman or a woman in this movie. Like, he
had a moment
there is an Easter egg.
It's
an Easter egg. It's all it is. It's an Easter egg, but he doesn't fall in because he cares about humankind. He protects people because he knows somewhere inside him. He knows that's what he's been created for.
When you watch the movie, you'll get it. Like I said, we don't want to. It's not a spoiler review, so we don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that
because it would have been different if you did spoiler review, but it just
No, no.
we're not doing
No,
it
we
this
did
one.
that with Logan for obvious reasons, but I don't think this movie deserves a spoiler review.
We'll try to do our review spoiler free.
Because I'm sure we'll talk about Kong Skull Island next time we do Mummy or we do
Probably we're
next
gonna go
Godzilla or
back to it.
something. So I'm
But
sure we're
it's
going to talk
definitely
about
a movie
spoiler
that-
parts later on.
We like it.
We love
We
it,
like it a lot.
and it's very rewatchable in my opinion.
So go see it.
So it's 24
Yeah, 24.
and 25 for me.
Logan's still out. Beauty and the Beast is coming out, so you have a cramped weekend. The box office. Power Rangers are coming out. So there's
Later in the month.
a couple of movies that are coming out, but I think that's good because it gives you more options to go see good movies. Don't always listen to everything critics say because they are critics. Form your own opinions from time to time. Go have some fun, watch a movie that you don't know nothing about.
You may be surprised.
Yeah, you can be surprised.
Same happened for me regarding Sicario, and
Same thing keeps happening to me since I gave up on figuring out what the movies are about before I go watch. Leaves a lot to imaginations and actually makes the viewing experience a lot
Yeah,
better.
but budget-wise, you know, most people, they want to see what other people think so they know how to invest their money because
And
I think that's a topic for
and we
another
kind of
video.
see how's they're working out for. Not very good. So.
It's, yeah, but
That's it from us. Go like, subscribe and stuff.
we got 14 subscribers now, so we need, what, 86 more so we can customize our YouTube URL. Please help us out.
And we got 10 cents from YouTube.
So far, yeah.
10 cents. I wish it was 70s, man. Exchange rate.
Yeah, 10 cents would go
We can
very
make
far.
our own Kong movie, man.
Dude, I want, let's just say we could record our own movie, not Kong movie. I don't want to make a Kong movie.
We want to do Captain America, Wolverine.
So, dude,
That's it from us. Take care, peace out, and
Bash Bros out.